OMG, Freya? Are you there? Hey, I'm trying to talk to you right now.
I'm sorry, what is it? What do you want to talk about, Lucy?
What took you so long to get back to me, huh? If I text you, you should respond to me in no more than a minute. That's just common courtesy. I mean, are we friends that go way back, or aren't we? It really is the least you can do.
I'm sorry, Lucy, but some of us have jobs and don't have time to stare at our phones all day. I'm more than happy to talk to you, but you have to be patient.
I don't care about what lame excuse you have. Just get back to me right away when I text you.
Are you going to tell me what it is you want?
What do you mean, what do I want?
I mean, did you message me just to tell me to respond to you quickly, or did you have something you actually wanted to tell me about?
Oh, right. I almost forgot. Is it true that you and Jackson are going to be getting married?
I take it that you received our wedding invitation then?
I did, yeah. And then I went to your mom to ask her just what kind of guy this Jackson fellow really is. But is it true that he makes almost $150,000 just working freelance?
Wait a second. You started looking into my husband before you even came to me to talk about him?
I also heard that he's really handsome. So basically, you have a really rich, sexy, freelance fiancé. Just what kind of work does he actually do to earn money like that? Do you have any pictures of him? Tell me what kind of girl he likes.
Those are all rather personal questions about him that I don't feel comfortable answering.
Oh, come on. Are you seriously going to shut me down like that?
Well, could you at least pretend like the reason you want to see a photo of him isn't because you heard he was handsome?
So you admit it, and now you're just going to try and hide him from me. That's so mean.
If you want to learn about him, I guess you'll just have to wait for the wedding and reception to learn a little more about him.
Well, what's the difference if I learn about him now or later? Just hurry up and tell me what I want to know about him.
Look, I'm not going to have this conversation like this, alright? I'm really busy planning for the wedding and don't have time for this. Please only message me if it's some kind of emergency, okay?
I can't believe you, Freya. I thought that you and I were still friends after all this time. Oh no! I can't believe this! I can't believe that I slept in!
You slept in? What do you mean?
I mean that I'm hopping on the bus right now!
Oh, I was wondering when you were going to show up. Were you really just sleeping in? Well, we're about to start the lunch, so you might still be able to make it for that.
Oh man, so I already missed so much of it, and here I was wanting to take my time and see what kind of men were going to be there.
Lucy, can you please not use my wedding for a chance to pick up men?
Oh, Freya, even though you're getting married, you're still so naive. I'm not coming to pick up men. I'm coming to find the man who instantly falls head over heels in love with me. Even if that man happens to be Jackson.
And just what does my fiancé have to do with any of those?
Well, I warned what might happen if you didn't show me a picture of Jackson, so whatever comes next is your fault.
You better not even think about trying to make it past that Jackson. Got it?
Oh, I'm so scared. And just what do you think Jackson would think if he knew this is how you talk to people in private?
All I'm asking of you is not to cause a scene at my wedding, okay?
Whatever you say, Freya. Whatever you say. Hey, Freya! I thought of some more questions that I just had to ask you. I just really want to see what your fiancé looks like. I don't want to have to wait another week for the wedding. So just show me a picture of him now. And you should probably think about showing him a picture of me as well. It would just be awful for your fiancé to suddenly see me at his wedding and fall in love since I'm so much prettier than you. I feel like you'd save yourself a lot of trouble if you just did what I said. In fact, you might want to think about just preparing yourself to be let down on your wedding day. What if Jackson and I lock eyes and in that moment realize that we're meant for each other? I know it's not guaranteed, but it's more likely than you think. So just show me a picture of him and make sure to show him a picture of me too. I'll be waiting. Hey, you have got some serious explaining to do, Freya. Jackson is totally my type. I'm sure that him and I are destined to be together. And you guys are still in the middle of your lunch, right? But Jackson's waiting outside the hall? I guess this is my chance. Time to see if Jackson is my soulmate.
What the heck are all these messages, Lucy? I'm just reading all of them right now. And you weren't even at my wedding. So what are you talking about?
Well, it's just that I was right. It turns out that Jackson and I are soulmates. So I took your husband and ran off with him.
No, seriously. What are you even talking about?
There's no use in trying to stop us. We already did it.
Excuse me? I have no idea what any of this is about.
I mean that I found Jackson outside of the banquet room. Took him to the bathroom and him and I did it there.
That's not what I mean. I don't understand what you're saying because Jackson is right here with me.
Come on now. You're gonna have to come up with a better lie than that. How are you going to pretend like your husband didn't ditch you in the middle of your wedding?
I'm not pretending anything. The wedding went as planned and without a hitch. The ceremony is over, and I invited some of the guests over to my parents for another small gathering.
I don't get why you're trying to trick me like this when I already know none of that is true. Anyways, you might hear from me at some point in the future. But for the time being, I think you and I need some space from each other.
Lucy, I really don't think that you know what's going on right now.
It's too late. Your man is already mine.
I seriously think you're making a mistake here. Lucy! You made a huge mistake! Do you even realize what you've done? You didn't sleep with my fiancé! You didn't sleep with Jackson! There was another wedding going on in the same venue as ours, and that's the groom who you slept with! Have your parents not reached out to tell you any of this? Things are going crazy over here, so go to your parents' place and talk to them! You're not even reading my messages. Did you block me or something? Lucy, I'm serious. This is really bad.
Freya, are you there? I really need your help. Please? Why are you suing Jackson and I? Are we really going to have to pay all the cancellation fees for your wedding? Can't you just forgive us as old friends and a former fiancé? I know that you're not really this vengeful of a person, so please, just make it all stop.
Wow, Lucy, I'm surprised to be hearing from you. But just what are you wanting my help with?
What do you mean? Didn't you just send me this letter letting me know that you're going to be suing me for ruining your wedding?
I did not, actually. Did you even read where that letter was sent from?
But who else could it be from? It has to be you.
You mean you didn't even check to see who it's from? At least do that before reaching out to me.
Okay, hold on. Wait, who the heck is Lizzie?
I imagine that Lizzie is probably the former fiancé of the man you stole on my wedding day.
Wait, what do you mean?
Did you even read any of the messages that I tried to send you the night of my wedding?
I have no idea what you're talking about at all.
I sent you a message explaining how there were 2 weddings happening, mine and one other. you stole the groom from the other wedding, not mine. And I'm assuming that this Lizzie woman was the one who is going to marry whoever this guy of yours is.
Wait, hold on a second. This doesn't make any sense.
I mean, I'm assuming that even their jobs are different, right? Because I already told you that Jackson makes his money working as a freelance. What does your man do for a living?
Well, he just stays at home all day, so I assumed that meant he was a freelance. Working freelance means that you do everything from home, right?
Are you really telling me you've been with this man for 6 whole months and haven't realized you got the wrong person?
Well, I've just been out working so much these past 6 months. Jackson told me that he didn't have any money since it all went into the wedding, and that we'd both have to work for a while.
I really can't believe you let yourself be tricked into dating a complete stranger for a whole half a year.
No, you aren't right. This is all just some kind of prank or something.
Why don't you go and ask your Jackson for the truth then?
Fine, I will. I don't believe it! Their names are completely different!
I take it that you finally checked on what this mystery man's name actually is?
I thought that I'd seen his driver's license at least once, but I can't actually remember.
I don't believe you. How you could go through all the trouble of trying to steal someone's fiancé and then not even make sure you had the right guy? And here I thought you two were soulmates.
But I really did think I had the right person.
Well, anyways, since you stole this other woman's man, I think she's well within her right to punish the two of you. Just don't come crying to me about it. It's not my problem.
You can't actually mean that, right?
I think that maybe you should just actually read through that letter you got and make sure you have all the details before you make another move.
Well, I tried reaching out to my parents before you, but I think they might have changed their numbers and I can't get a hold of them.
Your parents sold their house and moved a while back.
Wait, what?
And your dad quit his job too.
But why? Why would they do that without telling me?
Well, they felt so guilty for what you did that when this other woman managed to track them down, they agreed to pay for the private investigator who she hired to track you two down. But it took so long to find you both that they burned through all their savings and finally had to sell their house.
So then, where are they? What's happened to their home?
I don't know. I just know that they sold their house and moved. But I don't know their new address or even what their numbers are now.
Well, then you're the only one who could help me now.
What are you talking about?
Well, it's all your fault if you think about it. You never told me there were 2 weddings that day, so you kind of owe me, don't you think?
You know, I didn't even want to invite you to my wedding in the first place.
What are you talking about, Freya?
I mean that ever since we were in school together, you're always trying to steal boyfriends from other girls. In fact, the only reason I invited you was because our parents used to be close business partners, and I didn't want to risk hurting those ties. But then you had the nerve to try and use that chance to steal my fiancé from me.
Freya, please! You know this has all just been a big misunderstanding. You have to forgive me. I really had no idea what I was getting myself into at all. Please, you have to listen to me.
So, if you want to talk about responsibility, why don't you go look in a mirror first? But don't you come begging to me for help, because at the end of the day, Jackson, the real Jackson, that is, and I, have nothing to do with any of this. If you want help, you're barking up the wrong tree. You got yourself into this mess, and now you're going to have to get yourself out of it.
Freya, please don't be like this. I'm so sorry.
I don't care. Don't come to me for help with problems that you got yourself into. And don't even cause trouble for my family again, or I will call the police.
So you're really not going to help me at all?
Goodbye, Lucy. It turns out that Lucy and this other guy had actually gone to courthouse to get married. And yet, somehow, she still hadn't learned his name. But after being served with the lawsuit, the two of them decided to divorce. As part of the settlement, Lucy was offered a job at a factory belonging to the woman whose fiancé she stole's parents. She had no choice but to take it in order to help her pay down her legal fees. Not only that, but I heard part of the deal was that Lucy would have to live in the company's dorms with an ankle bracelet and have her every move carefully watched by her bosses. I only hope that this serves as a good lesson for Lucy, if she ever manages to free herself from all that debt. As for Jackson and I, we really weren't all that affected by any of Lucy's antic, since she had the wrong guy from the very beginning. I remember that Jackson had told me he thought I was worried too much when I said that I didn't want to invite Lucy, but he quickly realized how narrowly he had dodged a bullet. Throughout all of this, however, the ones I feel most sorry for are Lucy's parents. They were never able to tame Lucy's wild spirit when she was a student, and it's clear she took the same attitude she had then into adulthood. Although, when I told Lucy that I didn't know where her parents had moved to, or how to contact them, that was a lie. They had asked me to keep that a secret from Lucy, in case she ever showed up again. Instead, even though they lost their business, my parents found work for them at a branch company near their new house. It was the least they felt they could do for such old business partners.
What do you think about my wedding dress? Seeing your daughter for the first time in 10 years in a wedding dress must be such a weird feeling for you. Yeah, a weird feeling. Not a good one though. You sent me pictures out of nowhere without any warning. Plus you're the one who left. I have no positive thoughts towards a person like that. Uh-huh. What's with that cold attitude? Afterwards, I decided to be nice and send you a photo. That's all you have to say to the child you gave birth to? You could at least congratulate me on the wedding. Can't you try to be civil? Oh, this isn't just a cosplay shoot? Wow, I didn't know you were actually getting married, Kiana. Of course I am. That dress is the one I picked out for the ceremony that's taking place next month. Well, I see a daughter who abandons their mother still can get married. God, you sound so condescending. This is the exact reason why Dad and I left you. Huh? I sent the same picture to Ashley and got a way better reaction than you. She called me the prettiest daughter she's ever had. She's way more of a mother than my actual birth mother is. Glad you guys are getting along so well. I bet you're so jealous that your daughter gets along better with their stepmother. Dad is still a hard-working man that he is, providing for his family to bring us such comfort. Ashley, the beautiful mother who I look up to, is still modeling. We're such a happy family. I'm so glad to be with them. So different from when you were there. One big happy family, huh? A man who cheated on his wife and a daughter who grew attached to them both. You guys are the cruel family who laughed in my face as you kicked me out of the house. No matter what you say, all I hear is the complaints of a loser. If you're that butthurt over it, then why don't you just try getting a better life than us, even though that's practically impossible for you? What did you say to me? Well, that's all your adorable daughter had to report on. I had the decency to tell you about the wedding, so at least be nice enough to send me something. Even if I did leave you, you're still my birth mother, so I am expecting something nice from you, okay? Brady, when are you planning on telling Kiana the truth about her actual mother? She still treats me like I'm her actual birth mother still.
What?
She texted me just a while ago. She told me that she was expecting something from me as her birth mother to celebrate her engagement. Why is this still happening? Didn't you promise to tell her after we separated?
Well, you see, I had a lot going on at the time. I was gonna tell her eventually, but then as I waited too long, the chance kinda slipped away.
Stop with the excuses and tell her already. Me and her are not related in any way. She is the child of your infidelities, which I overlooked and decided to raise as if she were my own. She's already getting married. Stop keeping this important piece of information from her.
I got it already! I've been wanting to tell her as well.
Just to be sure, Ashley is also aware of this, right? You were the one who told me that you'll talk to them both about this.
I also had some things going on that prevented me from telling her as well.
You're hopeless, withholding really important information like this from them. I no longer want to be involved with all of you guys, so do me this one last favor and tell them. Hey, sis, did you get the invitation to Kiana's wedding? You haven't given us a response, but you're definitely coming, right? Not really, no. I have no reason to attend that girl's wedding. Huh. Why would a stranger have to go to that? That wedding has nothing to do with me whatsoever. Stranger is a bit harsh. You're Kiana's birth mother. What? You heard about the wedding from Kiana, right? So I decided to be nice and have you invited to it as well. I bet you're happy to be able to attend your daughter's wedding. Hang on, Brady still hasn't told you guys yet? Told us what? Oh, wait, did you tell him that you're not going? Well, I'm not allowing that to happen. Your attendance is mandatory for this wedding, okay, sis? If you don't come, we won't have enough money. What money? Haha, well, you see, we went a bit over the budget of the wedding, so we figured that you, the birth mother, should also assist in the payments. If you could give us about $10,000, that would help a bunch. Why would I give you $10,000 as a gift? Well, the groom's parents said that they pay for the entire wedding, so all we have to pay for is the dress. Kiana wants to switch 3 colors throughout the ceremony and picked out 3 dresses, which can be a bit pricey for us. Especially since all of those are from famous brands. The total cost is about $30,000. Okay, so either decrease the number of dresses or pick ones within your budget. We can't do that. It's Kiana's wedding. As her mother, I want this to be a special occasion. So help us out here, sis. Help out your sister and your adorable daughter. Uh-huh. Kiana says she barely has any money saved, so we're the ones who have to help her pay out. But $30,000 is a bit too harsh on our wallets, so you paying $10,000 will help us out. Don't be ridiculous. I'm not paying a single cent. Why are you being so mean? I'm allowing you to attend your daughter's wedding. $10,000 is more than enough as a thanks for my kindness. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't even be invited in the first place. I didn't ask for an invitation, nor did I even want one. Who would want to go to a wedding of a daughter like that? Gosh, you're being so rude. You went through all the struggles to give birth to her. You should be happy for her. There is no way a mother wouldn't want to see them getting married, even if your daughter left you and chose me instead. You keep running your mouth, but maybe you should start listening better. I have no feelings of motherly love towards that girl. Her wedding is nothing to me, and I don't want to give her anything. Even if you say that, you're still going to attend, right? It's your precious daughter's wedding. Of course you would. I'll have a special seat prepared for you. I'll see you there, and make sure you bring the money. Okay, I'll be sure to tell her actual birth mother that. Huh? I'll be sure to send this invitation to her as well as tell her about the money she needs to bring. That's what you wanted, right? Her actual birth mother. What are you talking about? You're the one who gave birth to Kiana. She's the daughter of you and Brady. That's where you're wrong. I only raised her as my child, but I never gave birth to her. Anyways, I'll be sure to tell your friend Amanda all about the wedding and how she's allowed to attend it. What? Hang on. Why in the world is my best friend's name being tossed into this conversation? That's because she's Kiana's birth mother. I'm sure she'll be happy to hear the news. As you said, there is no mother who wouldn't want to see their daughter's wedding, right? Whoa. What's going on here? I don't understand what you're trying to say here. That's fair. I'm sure it'll be shocking to hear the news all of a sudden, which is why I told Brady to tell you guys immediately. I guess he really was planning on hiding this information from you guys forever. Wait, sis, explain everything to me, please. You're really not Kiana's birth mom? Yep, that's really not me. I think it was around our second year of being married. Brady came home with a random baby. He told me that this is the child from when he cheated and asked if we could raise the child together. What? Of course, I was shocked over this random bomb and sad about having been cheated on, but this isn't the baby's fault and they were cute. I can still remember all those mixed emotions that I had. In the end, I forgave him and decided that I will raise this child and show we can still be a happy family. You raise a stranger's baby after only 2 years of marriage, especially when the child is the product of your husband's infidelity. I had given that child as much love and care as I could, but then Brady cheated again with my own sister nonetheless. Plus, Kiana decided to leave me behind and go with you guys instead. I was beyond anger or sadness that day. Just really numb. Wait, so when did you find out that she's the child of my best friend? You never mentioned seeing her before. Yeah, I never met her, but that's because Brady didn't want us to. Plus, he told me that after she gave birth, she just ran off. Ran off? Which is why I didn't know about her actual birth mother until recently. When Kiana sent me that picture of her in wedding dress, she really reminded me of someone. What? Well, Brady hasn't told you about the truth either, right? So I thought that was a bit suspicious and decided to do some research. That's when I found out that Kiana's birth mother was actually your best friend. No way. Is it true? Is this really the truth? That my best friend is the mother of Kiana? I decided to confront her about it, and she told me everything. What? Amanda was pretty shocked too. She admitted sleeping with a married man and giving birth to his child, but didn't expect it to be the husband of her best friend's sister. She just handed the baby to Brady and went on with her life. I can't believe this. She's not your child. Wait, that means me and Kiana aren't even related in the slightest. I mean, but it makes sense. You got along with her so easily and quickly, right? You guys left me behind and Kiana did pick you. Stop joking around. This is way too much to handle. My mind is racing at 1,000,000 miles per hour. Okay, so take your time and think about it then. Anyways, I'll go tell Amanda about everything. I hope for your guys' sake that she brings that $10,000 you desperately need.
Why did you have to tell her? Because of you, I'm in so much trouble.
What?
Ashley practically lost her mind, is breaking everything in the house. Kiana is also no better with her constant yelling about periods of silence. It's just pure chaos right now.
That's your fault for not telling them earlier. That's why you should have listened to me when I told you to hurry.
Are you saying this is all my fault?
This happened all thanks to you. Although that wasn't the reaction I was expecting from them, I understand that it's big news, but aren't they being a bit too dramatic?
Well, yeah, those two were really close. Ashley can't get her feelings towards Amanda straight, and Kiana is upset that she has no blood relation to Ashley.
Kiana was telling me how she and Ashley got along like actual mother and daughter. The shocking news might have been a bit much, huh?
Look what you've caused. I want to calm them down, but anything I do does the opposite. The more I try to comfort them, the angrier they get. I've been told to stop touching them, stop talking, and get out of their faces for a while now.
Oh my, you really done it now.
You've got to help me, Sandy. Can't you do anything?
Why would I? This is karma for all the times you decided to mess around, cheating scum. You can fix your own problems. Don't ever involve me in anything relating to you guys ever again. What am I gonna do, sis? At this rate, we're gonna be in debt. Huh? Debt? I'm not sure what's going on with you, but you guys sure have problems piling up after one another. All thanks to Brady, Kiana went into complete shock and shut herself in. She said she's not in the mindset to have a wedding and bailed. Oh my. She regrets leaving you behind after you took her in and raised her despite not being related. She's so affected by the news that she doesn't know how to properly feel anymore. The poor groom. He did nothing wrong and yet the wedding gets cancelled. Feel sorry for us, not him. Kiana's fiancé is connected to Brady as well. He's the son of somebody very, very important at Brady's job, and they are really upset about the cancellation without any warning whatsoever. Understandable, but it seems like you guys have a lot going on right now. They want us to pay them back for all the money they lost on paying for the wedding. Okay, so just pay them back? Don't you get the money refunded after you cancel? Only 20% of it? Oh, whoa. We are too close to the set date of the wedding that they said a full refund is impossible. According to the contract signed, the wedding venue takes 80% of the money for the cancellation fees. We only got $16,000 out of the $80,000. We have to pay back the rest of the money. Wow, that's a lot of money to return. So please, I'm begging you, help us out here. Even just a little bit of money helps. Why would I have to help you guys out? I'm just a bystander. Ask Amanda for help instead. Amanda ran off again. She told me that she doesn't want anything to do with the child she left behind. After that, she blocked me on everything and ran off. My best friend, who I've known for years, abandoned me. Oh wow, you lost your best friend as well. I feel sorry for you. If you're feeling sorry, then lend us money. This is probably gonna affect Brady's job as well. My brain is still trying to catch up here. Yet we're still trying to keep everything steady, so the least you could do is help us out. No thanks. Sure, I feel sorry for your situation, but at the end of the day, you are still a homewrecker in my eyes. You took somebody else's husband and kid, you vile woman. Why would I help someone like that? What? Come on! I'm neither Brady's wife nor am I Kiana's mother anymore. Just a stranger with no relation to you guys. So don't try to drag me into this mess. Hang on, sis. Don't be so cold. All of us will apologize to you, so please. Sure you guys will. Pass this message on to Kiana for me. Uh-huh? To Kiana? Tell that shut-in daughter of yours that it may be tough, but you're not alone. You have your super big family to help you out. That's it. Good luck to you guys. Kiana's wedding ended up not happening after all, and the couple's relationship ended right there as well. Ashley and Brady had to pay over $100,000 back to the groom's family and ended up losing their savings and car. Whatever else they couldn't pay was eventually paid for after loaning money from some places. As for the family situation, Ashley got scared of the potential fact that Brady might cheat on her as well, and now lives in constant fear. Kiana became a total shut-in after completely quitting her job. Brady isn't getting any attention from them both, and practically is treated as if she doesn't exist.